Sit down.
Oh, yes. Welcome to the stream. Widget, Senbai, thank you for coming on in. Senbei, I apologize. Thank you for coming on in. I'll throw you down. I got a little bit of time. Let's give some love to Senbei. Give me a second here. Give me a second.
Because I can. Yeah. Just like that.
All right, all right. Oh,
So hard.
we're gonna welcome Senbei up real quick.
I think it's a bot. Let's feed the bot. Dude, let me get the gate. I need the points. Saboteur's the best perk. Saboteur's the worst perk. It's that way. Sorry, I mean that way. You just play Trapper if you don't want game. Oh my god, that bar was full. I can't wait to enter this guy.
I like that beat, Sen.
Alright.
I love that. I don't know what song that is you're playing right there, but I just love that beat. I'm gonna have to find it. I may have to use it in the video. It really has that fucking, yeah. Kind of makes you feel like you want to go do something nasty. Not like that, like, you know, like aggressively mean.
Out there that are not listening. So, I will follow the menu for today that I wrote that I was very excited about.
All right.
My excitement.
Let's go ahead.
Hellos and introduction. I think I did many hellos. That's enough. Introductions.
Paul, aka Chris Rock.
Then you name tree maps. Oh my god. Yes, okay, let's just do this and get it over with. Suffocation Pit, Cold Tower, Blood Lodge, that's three.
Yeah,
that's true.
Alright.
I like him. He's a good addition to this
Who
stream.
are you?
I'm Dave. I do the design bits.
He also does that thing.
He's got such
I'll have to check into it, Simba. I do. I like that beat. It's really
Yeah.
nice.
Right. That was good. Introduce our mods. Who do we have as mods today? We have, I saw Suggestive out there. Hi. I saw Bucket, I think. Who else do we have? Yes. Hi, Bucket.
We got Murph, we got Sassy UK, and that is it.
That's enough. And we got a
That is
bot.
enough.
So there. Let's not introduce the bot.
Hello, you, we love you.
Yeah. I'm giving a shout out especially to someone who paid attention in the last Twitch. We had a little conversation where we said if someone comes by the office with $5 and a Toblerone, they would get codes. Well, Onslaught, you can follow his stream. Not right now, because obviously right now he's watching us. But you can follow his stream. He came by with a bag full of chocolate and a $5 bill, which I then promptly gave to the team. And then gave him a bunch of codes, and we took a picture, and everybody was happy.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Talking about those
I have
codes
a
I was
note
talking
here
about
to
for
tell
the
you all
skins and
we
stuff
have
that
been nominated,
I feel like they wasted their time
for
on.
the Canadian Video Game Awards, which is kind of a big deal if you're Canadian.
It's
I
a
guess.
thing.
And they have a fan choice awards and things like that. So if you want to go out and vote for us because we're your favorite, then go ahead.
Now,
and
I'm not
do
a
that.
big,
We'll
like,
put
I'm not a
those in
Canadian
the
basher because I
comments,
love Canadians,
something
but
like that.
how many games do they put out to
What
actually
else?
warrant an
Halloween
award?
DLC. Hey, wasn't that fun? I liked it.
What's up,
So
Bo?
that's in news.
Welcome.
And then I have here treats for free.
Oh, that's fun.
So should I talk about it a little bit?
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we decided that we like Halloween and we like.
I'm good,
giving
man. If you
free
just
shit.
joining, we're just kind of
So,
going through the
we are
devs'
gonna
daily
do
stream. This is
exactly
their
that.
live stream.
We have an image.
Kind of doing a mystery
Can you
science
show the
talk
image?
over.
Oh. Ooh, free shit.
That's pretty clean. I like that.
The next patch, which is coming either soon or very soon, 2 shots for me. That's for tomorrow's party. We will be giving out those eyes for free, so those killers will have those fancy glowing Halloween eyes.
Now, see, I like those, and I think it looks really cool, but that's, again,
The killers.
okay, it's
where I'm
Okay.
talking about why are
Anyway,
they
so
wasting their
that's free
time
for
with these
everybody,
cool,
and it
nice,
stays on
sweet stuff and
forever,
not
'cause
fixing the game first?
It's just cool.
And don't tell me
We
your
just thought it
guys
was cool, so
don't
appreciate
fix
it.
games that you have a different
Yay!
department that they're too
There
small.
you go.
Let those guys be
Part
testers.
2
Test
of the
it.
program
Fix it.
is what's on its way. So we have Halloween tweaks. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So as any new content comes in the game, we monitor and we look at the comments and we look at the
Everybody
stats,
crying,
and we look at
Jason,
mistakes
or
that
Michael
we
Myers
made,
is
some,
OP.
bugs that,
He's not
we've
OP.
caught through QA. So we're making these modifications. Some of them are already been pushed as hotfix because they were big.
Well, the big thing was the fact that some resolutions couldn't use Michael's power.
Exactly. So that went through the net. It has been fixed. So other fix will come with these eyes actually. So there's another hotfix coming, and there's going to be the usual look at any balance.
I didn't think they came out of the Canadian division, though. I knew they have a division up there, but I didn't think as many as, like, say, Tokyo or even America, for that matter.
Is that OP? I think he's actually
if
really good.
You sent
Yeah,
us
I agree with
stats
him. He's
yesterday,
not OP.
and he's not as efficient as the Trapper.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, people.
It's
don't
the
believe
first
stats.
day.
They just haven't figured him out
Exactly.
yet. They
So,
have to learn
it's
how to
gonna be
play him. You
bunkers,
can't play him the
once,
same way.
The perks come in play when
Yeah, when we
people
got
have more
Prestige 3
more add-ons
killers.
and stuff like that.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
you know, we'll be looking at what is going on. But the mechanic itself, people seem to enjoy it. We
Yeah,
enjoy
right?
it. We think it's really good. So there you go.
Okay, well,
So
yeah,
someone
exactly.
keeps
Work on
screaming,
your
"Why
matchmaking.
do killers with spies, shadows are not immune to their own crows?"
Well, that might have been introduced with the recent patch. If you are angry, please post on Steam or Reddit where that should be, and we'll spot it.
Someone saying killer eyes glowing is too OP. Can you nerf it?
Yeah, no, we can't actually. Nothing has been destroyed.
We pressed it too hard. Okay. So that was Halloween tweaks.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch, actually, probably over the next 2-3 weeks when people start getting more comfortable with the new mechanics and figure out what's
I mean, me
happening,
personally, I
and,
think the only tweaks
and
that
then
need to be
we'll
done with
figure out
Michael is
how.
the score.
But-
I
but
think
one
they
thing
need to
that
lower his
most
score
people agree
because,
on
I mean,
is
I'm getting
fucking
like
scary
18 to
because
24,000 points around with
and
him,
that's
and
kinda
sometimes I only kill 2 guys.
reporting tools.
But as far as OP,
Another
no.
big thing we're working on, getting the power into the hands of love players like yourselves to be
Yeah.
able to report other players. So that's gonna come in.
Oh, great.
As early as we can make it happen.
All that's going to
with all
end
the
up
other
doing is having a
responsibility
bunch
we
of
have.
salty
I
players
want
just
you to
reporting
get
each other
this
because they don't like that they
opportunity
got
to say,
camped
well,
and
this
on a
was
hook.
camping, this was a bot. The survivors and killer were working together to make points, things like that. All the bad behaviors that we have. These person were toxic in the chat. This is going to be something that can be reported as well, and we will monitor all of this and ban for some time people that need to be banned.
Wild
Yeah.
swings of the ban hammer.
Yeah, so just to be clear, before that report tool comes in, we as dev never banned anyone. It's always been through EAC or the Steam VAC system. But now, when we're going to introduce that, we will be able to take
It's
some of the
interesting, Bo.
matter
That's
into our
crazy.
own ends and, well, yeah, make a for better place to play. A safer place to play.
Yeah.
A safer place to kill.
I do like that these guys
I
do
like
this
it.
weekly meetings and like tell you what's
All right,
going
then
on.
There's the tournament. We talked
I
about
just
it a
wish
little bit
they'd
last
fix
time.
their
We
stuff.
won't go into details, but we are trying to create more tools for people who want to hold tournaments for the game to be able to do so.
Now tournaments are
fun
kind of
way.
new to this game.
It'll
I actually got
probably,
invited to two, and I talked about this
yeah,
on my
it'll
Twitch
probably
stream
grow
a
over
couple
time,
nights
and
back or a
people
week
use
ago.
it and do it in
I've actually been
different
invited
ways,
to two, but I'm just
but
not
yeah, that's it. So we
100%
wanna
on
create a
board
few
with them
more,
because I don't
tournament tools.
fully quite
Now,
understand the concept
the
of what they're
next one
trying.
is probably gonna. Well, it's no.
So yeah,
I was
I'm
gonna say
sitting
this
out
one
this
is
first
probably
set
gonna
of tournaments. I
create a
think they're
little
coming
more
up in
friction,
November.
People with widely differing opinions, but all of this, whatever the hell, even the glowing eyes, I'm sure some people are gonna bitch already. So the progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna make big changes to the progression
Yes.
because of reasons.
Yeah. Well, it's a recurring theme. The progression is a massive grind, as most players define our game and the progression in our game.
Yeah.
And yes, granted, we want to make that less. Of a
I don't
grind,
understand how they
but
say
we
it's
wanna make
so
that
much of a
in
grind.
we
Most
wanna
people
make
right
this
now
change
have
in
like
the
all
correct way.
prestige
Like,
3,
something I don't want to do.
you know,
for
the
example,
base
would be
killers
to
and-
just
and
lower the
layers.
prices of the blood web. That's not a good solution. So we're actually making changes to the blood web and now how you'll be able to progress. So you'll be able to get your loadout much faster. You'll be able to get teachable much faster than before. You'll be able to go prestige faster than you could. But also, I want to make sure
Yeah.
that we reward all of you players that actually got the old prestige, in the time that it was actually very difficult and a grind to get. So as soon as this new system is about to go live, we'll warn everybody and we'll give you a time limit to go grab
Probably
this
like
prestige.
a week or something. Heads
Something
up.
like that. And anyone that got these old prestige will get the special bonus.
I'm actually working on my
Uber
Michael
prestige.
prestige right now. I'm about
Prestige or
halfway
something.
to him.
There you go.
Yeah. What is this? Trapper is way more badass than Myers. Them's fighting words. How will this keep salty players from reporting falsely? Well, reporting is not an exact science, and one report will not get you banned.
No,
Ever.
and it's not a automated
Paul on the
system.
far
Like,
right
you
cracks
can
me
do that
up. He
first,
doesn't
and
even
then
talk,
manual
but if you
system.
watch his
So
face and everything,
we,
he's a very
as anytime
animated
we
person.
receive some complaints about a specific individual, when we receive complaints as a mass, we can actually go through our data and see the behavior of that person, and if it's true that this person should be banned for a day, 48 hours or more, just to say, hey, you should change your behavior. So when a lot of complaints are going to arise from a specific individual.
You know, the biggest turnoff I have for me on those things is that they are. One of them that I got invited to was a 3-man,
So
and the other one I got invited to was a 2-man. And I don't like relying on somebody
She said,
to, get me through
Seriously.
something. If it was something
Told you
where it
about
was
taking
just
initiative.
me, unless I had a team, like that just brings me back into the MLG days and why I left
we
VVV and
jest.
why I kind of just walked away
All
from the
in good
MLGs.
fun.
To be a team and be successful
right.
is a lot of freaking work.
Now, next thing, hook camping. You want to talk about that?
I mean,
Yeah,
when
keep
we
pushing,
were
talk about
doing
Yeah, but that's the thing.
CS:GO and we were like
So we have to
top
talk
notch in the
Okay.
circuit, we would
okay.
practice, and that's
Yeah.
stupid, but we would
That's
practice
annoying.
4
Everybody
hours a
likes
night,
it.
3 nights a week. And then we would
think
have, I
that
think,
it
2 tournaments a
actually
week. So 5 days a week,
makes
we
the game more
had
fun
to
for
play
everyone,
the
even
game.
for the killer that
It
counts.
started becoming a job.
So we have a solution we'd like to try, and that's gonna be soon. That's a shit for me. It's actually soon. We're gonna push that change to the PTB, and see how you guys react and if it does the job partially or not. So the objective here is to change the bleed out on the hook. So there's going to be different mechanics related to it, but the gist of it is that bleeding out on the hook on the first portion when you're not struggling will not be a thing anymore. So you could stay there forever if you want.
Ooh,
That's it.
I like it.
Come with other things, but that's the gist of it.
So is farming
That's
points
kinda cool.
with a friendly killer, bannable?
Yeah, it is. It is. That ruins experience for the other survivors. So if the other survivors reports and you do that a lot of time and we see that it's actually happening, we will ban you for a day and warn you about it, and then 2 days and then a week, and that's it. Yes, it is a bannable thing.
Will only Prestige 3 get the bonus?
Absolutely not. So the prestige bonus is going to be the 3 tiers. So if you got 1 on Nia and Dwight, your favorite characters, you'll get the prestige, the Uber prestige 1 for Nia and Dwight.
can you show or tell who is the most used and most effective killer? So, well, that fluctuates.
Dude, it was,
obviously. I
Bo.
think that for
It
the last
was.
2 days,
And it took a
Michael
lot of the
Myers
fun out of the
had a huge
games.
spike.
I mean, like,
Obviously, everybody
pretty
was
much the
playing Michael
only
Myers.
time I was
He has
having
a
fun
spike
anymore at
in,
the time was when we were
the amount of
competing
time that
and we
he's
would
used.
win.
Yeah, the
And
number of
like
times
that's
he's
where I
used, he's
started
very
kind of like
frequently
it
used
snapped
right
into
now.
place. It's like I'm
But
only
it's not the
having
most
fun if I
efficient. The
win.
most efficient
And
time
when
is
I'd
still,
go there and compete and
it's
we'd
still the
lose,
Silver
I'd be
Trapper.
so pissed
Very much
off
so.
that I just spent all that time in
yeah.
preparation that I
So,
could have been doing other stuff with my friends, my
else is on
family, my
its way?
real life.
Ooh.
It
Michael
to
Myers
compete on
get
that
this
circuit,
Uber
you
Prestige
have
rewards as
to
well?
you have to be
No.
willing to put in the
No.
work, and it's
For many reasons.
no joke.
But no, he will not.
But
I live
it's
in
fun.
Russia, and I will never get any rare clothing
Some
for
of
the
the-
game, and this is making me sad.
Oh, see someone that
Don't be
packs.
sad.
I mean, some of
Those
the places
exclusive
they
items
took
will
me.
become available at some point in some
Sony
form,
flew
as we have
my whole
said.
team out
Not
to
immediately,
Tokyo
but,
to do the
but
American
it's gonna
versus Japan.
So don't
Blah
be
blah
sad.
blah.
Or be sad just for now.
We didn't do all that
update.
well over there.
I just saw one. I don't know if it went to your
Yeah,
thing.
no.
The Uber reward for the Uber Prestige we're talking about is a costume. It's not points. It's gonna be 25,000 blood points. I kid
Seriously,
because I care.
it's bad. Will the nurse get Uber Prestige?
Yeah, the nurse is part of it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to this because there's an exciting thing here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that is exciting.
So we talked a little bit about another pack of customization.
There's still
maybe,
videos of us
similar
out there.
to
You just
the,
have to look
80s
for it.
suitcase.
VVV. We were Vinny Vitty
We're gonna give
Vici.
you a quick sneak peek, just a little
I think
bit.
there's some videos of me
Quickly.
competing against
Okay,
the
that was very fast.
Oh, that was
well
kinda cool.
done.
Like
Okay,
videos of
maybe
me
just a
competing
tiny bit
against
more.
soldiers at
Okay, that was
oh
good enough.
at E3
I
over
think
here in
that's
LA. It was a
people
pros
will
versus
probably have
GI
noticed it.
Joes. But that one we
yeah.
did Modern
So, will
Warfare,
you
and
punish
that was
people who
kind of
abuse
cool. They
the
did
report
the
function?
free for all.
So can you report bad reporters?
I took
Of
third
course.
in that
We
tournament.
will
That
see
was
that.
pretty
If we
fun.
see that people report all the time for any reason. I mean,
It's an infinite loop.
Yeah.
We're hoping to create a recursive system.
infinite. Yeah,
Yeah. Infinites in
infinite
reporting.
reporting.
Where's the G juice? I'm so sad. We're waiting for Roku to send us a care package.
He's talking when he says G Juice. Paul usually
Are you
has
happy with
the
window vault changes.
Gatorade G-Force drink,
That's
I am.
and
Personally,
it's the
I-
powder
very
that he
good
puts into a
question.
bottle and he
Would
shakes
you
it up
think
everyone,
that
and he didn't do it
helps
this time.
against, Infinite and chases that are really too long. If you were heavily relying on that to get away, then it might affect you the most. But I mean, we do play here with these changes, and we don't necessarily have the problems that people state, like it's becoming impossible. The windows are useless now. I wouldn't go to say that it's that bad. Now we'll keep monitoring and we'll see.
Well,
You get a lot of email about
According to the internet, it's really bad. And
Yeah,
people
of
are
course,
so
because
upset
you-
because they're so used to playing
Yeah,
that
of
way.
course.
you know,
Ah.
So
Huh.
yeah, I get a lot of complaints.
Of course.
You personally?
Yeah. Why?
But one thing that needs to be clear, though, it's not the same fix as it was on the nurse patch on Last Bread. That one was a bit too mean. Now this one is more balanced.
What they need to do is
Yeah,
just
because
put
we
like
had-
some sort of stamina meter in, so that like these survivors that are just running these infinite jungle gyms, there's a stamina that'll slow them
Did you
down.
play your game sometime?
That'll stop them from
Yeah,
from
actually.
learning these stupid.
And yesterday, it's funny
infinites.
because yesterday we had a day.
Then
where
it'll be
a
back
lot
into
of people
jukes.
on the team were playing the game, just random games with strangers.
Of course, because
I was playing. I had a
it's
few
released.
games out there with a few people. You know who you are, and I had a good time. I had a good time. I usually play killer, but since everybody was Michael Myers, I'm like, you know what? I'll do my part for the community, and I'll jump in as a survivor. And
Right.
I actually had a very good survival streak, which was surprising.
One cool thing about this project that I haven't seen in a lot of projects is that everyone played the game, and
Yeah.
everyone is looking forward to playing the game.
Yeah.
So when we have some time here at work, because we do play during the work hours, Some of us play as
Yeah,
well.
but don't
on
let
regular
that be
hours,
your,
but
you
we
know,
also
your
have,
your
like,
go-to,
these times
because it's just
in the
like when the
office
game
where everybody
started,
plays.
everybody's excited, it's brand new.
How about
You
a
base it
slight
off of that, and it's
compensation
just
to
gonna drop the
survivors
interest
like you
if you
have for
don't
the killer
fix
when
it.
the teammates disconnect and you still have
Tweak
5
it, make
chances
it
to go?
better.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that we want to change as well, and we've been talking about that for a long time. We just haven't got the chance to get to it. But yeah, it's quite unfair, especially when all generators are done, and the only thing that is left is to escape, and then the killer disconnects. So at that point, for sure, you need to have the escape points.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is, I was watching 3 of our QA did a survive with friends group, and they were playing against.
Yeah, I mean,
random
if you
people,
watch any of my
and
videos or
there was
streams,
one epic
you'll see
game
I have
that
no
lasted
problem.
a
I'm
really
always a
long time. It
rank
was in
1 usually in my
Haddonfield
season when I
against
play
Michael Myers.
consistently.
And there was some
And I don't run
screaming
infinites.
on the
I just
floor,
juke.
and to be fair, Fred was very unhappy, the character modeler, because he couldn't concentrate. But it got super intense, and Patricia was the last one alive, and everybody was cheering for her, and she managed to make it out, and she was not feeling well afterwards, which is kind of amusing. Anyway, oh, and by the way, Fred was very happy with his birthday gift, so thank you, Sly. I was very happy with my stuff, but I'm keeping that under wraps until I can actually show it in all its magnificence. That's part of my Halloween plan. Yeah.
Probably,
so that's it for the
well,
stuff
this
that's
is
on
Halloween,
its
so
way.
why
We have
wouldn't
the
it
new
be?
killer skins. I think we showed a little bit, and yeah. Can
But
you
see,
guys
that's what
play
I'm
your
getting
own game
irritated
on
with. Now
stream? It
they've
would
worked
seem
on those
pretty fun.
eyes, they've worked on
Any of you
the
stream Dead by Daylight
skins, they've
or
worked on the
we
packs,
just-
they've worked on
I-
all this stuff,
I
but
did a long
fix
time
the
ago, and then I stopped
bugs,
because I
and
was
then
kinda,
put your
I wanted
guys
to
in
do
the
something
art
else,
department
so-
that aren't needed right
But
now
we
on
should do
testing.
some games here on the.
Have
We
as
should,
many testers as
absolutely.
you can get
So,
in there, as many
yeah.
hours in a day as you
Good
possibly
suggestion.
can.
We will do that. Anything new about Laurie's voices? Yeah, it's fixed.
Yeah, I do think it's coming.
It's coming in the
next
patch where you get the
fix.
glowy eyes and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah. Will a different ranking system not based on blood points be implemented soon?
Not soon.
Okay. What about removing the hook time for the killer? I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
Oh, the camp mechanic that we talked about, I guess.
I don't know. Will Laurie get her own voice? Yeah, that's a bug, as we said. So essentially, it was
Right.
pointing to the wrong audio file, so it was playing Meg's voice instead of her own. She does have a voice. It's been recorded. It's very different, and it's coming. All right, what else I have? Oh, game changes. That's part 3 of the show. Things that have changed
You'd
in
get
the
it,
game.
Will.
that are
I mean, I didn't
being
just
discussed
get born
right
into the
now.
game,
Patch
Juke
notes
Master. I
and
died a
comments.
lot at the
So,
beginning.
the patch that we released with the Halloween stuff had a lot of bug fixes.
I
a lot
actually
of
probably
small
learned the
tweaks and
most as a
changes.
killer and getting
the
juked.
biggest one is probably the.
I mean,
Well, there was the shrine actually.
I
We
got
talked
just
about the shrine
destroyed
a
as a
bit.
killer when I first started
People
by some
were,
of these guys that just
screaming,
knew what they were
that,
doing from the
25K
beta.
is too low for 550 shards.
Mhm.
I mean, we put in values that we thought were fair. Actually, I say we, but mostly you put in values that you thought were fair.
Well, we might. This one might be higher for the 550. That's something that we might change. The 515 750 is not going to change though. So yeah, I mean, thank you for your comments. That's exactly what we need.
Yeah. But that's
When
it. For the shrine,
when
I
doing
mean,
jukes,
other
the
than
big thing
the
is
actual
try to
numbers
use
themselves,
those
I
tracks to
haven't
your
heard much
advantage
about
to
people think it's a good idea
to
be able
confuse the
invite
killer.
each
You
other
kind of
and
want
all
to
that.
stay in an area
I'd like
though
to
that
hear,
there's just a
but
big
mostly we
bunch of
just hear
tracks
that all the
everywhere.
numbers are
And then
off.
when you go for your
So,
juke and cut,
I'd
you
like
gotta
to hear
get
some
somewhere
comments
quickly
about
and
the
behind an area.
thing itself, the whole
And then
feature,
when he goes one
at some
way,
point.
you need
I
to go
think
the
it's
other
good,
way.
but, what do I know? Other than that, we had the rework of the UI, which I saw a few comments here and there. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's the new UI. Mostly, it's a UI that will allow us to grow a lot more compared to what we had.
Yeah,
in
why
the
don't you like
past.
that user interface? That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well done.
that came out really nice.
And then what else was changed? Well, there was the window vault vacuum thing.
The T-wall
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different.
I
tweaks
actually
you can make.
struggle more with the
You
fact
can
that
see it
it's
in
that
Clash
third
of
person
Clans.
view,
There's probably
just
not
from
gonna
too
be a
many
Santa
years
Claus
of the
for
first person view.
Christmas as a killer or as a survivor. Probably not. What do you think about a training mode? No, there's no training wheel. You just get what do you think about the new wiggle
I
perk with
like
5
that
seconds
answer.
stun?
No trading wheel for you. Just get murdered. You'll learn.
It's great. I think it's a great addition to the game. That's why we've designed it.
They're talking about the Laurie's escape. It's absolutely awesome. It makes for such great moments. And it's funny because it's one of those perks that when you read it and you're like, it only helps if things go to shit. Like it's like one of those, like in other games, let's say in League of Legends or whatever else, it's a power that only triggers when you die, and you're like, this is not something I should be aiming for, but it's gonna happen. So, yeah. Will you implement AI? I think that's one of the very rare things that we can safely and clearly say no. We have
Are
the
you
best
sure?
AI in the world right now. People. Yeah. Obsession. The obsession.
Well, I wouldn't call that AI because people aren't
Me
artificial,
personally,
but
because I'll take
okay.
the seat of a player that's just
And
screaming
some of
in
these
the
people
chat
aren't even
right now.
intelligent.
I'd like to see the obsession identified in the tally screen.
Yeah,
but
makes sense.
other than that, I think that the obsession system is so cool. Because even if you start a game and you are named the obsession, you don't know if it's good or bad, really. And it makes it very exciting.
So another modification that's coming based on the obsession is one of Laurie's perk, which is only working if you're the obsession. But if there's a 2-person playing it, you kind of waste a perk. So that's a modification that's coming in the next hotfix. So you'll be able to use the perk even though you're not the obsession, but it's not going to be as good.
There you go. Are you ever gonna implement blood point generation and kill your friends? Even
No.
half. The whole idea is that it's just asking for grinds. And
Exactly.
Technically, it could mean that our bots would just play kill your friends and stop bothering the general population, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, with the changes to competition mode, which is basically going to replace Kill Your Friends, we will have
Oh,
access to pretty
who's
much
calling?
everything in the...
Yeah, but you still won't be able to get points.
No, you won't be able to get points or progress in your ranked character, but you'll be able to play with your friends with anything.
Nope.
I don't know why people keep asking about Claudette spilling orange juice over her smock. Oh, I get it now. I get it. I know what you're doing. Yeah, I've got something here. That's up my sleeve. All right, when is the crawler?
Oh
for the
damn,
comic?
Mateo's stupid.
No,
I talked to him on
There's no
Twitter,
such
and
thing as
he's
the
funny
crawler.
on Twitter too.
It's not a
That's
thing.
what I like about him.
This
Is
is
like
that,
I can direct message back and
it's
forth
that,
with him, and
apple
he'll have a
thing or
line
whatever.
of
I don't
conversation
know.
with me like a normal person.
Yeah, but it is a fruit.
The apple is a fruit.
Yeah. Yeah. So stop saying that, Deludovan. I noticed you. Okay. What else? Trapper trapping with traps.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, the thing is, the trapper's traps have been fixed because they weren't working properly, especially close to the hook.
Yeah.
Which has caused a lot of people. It caused a lot of peepers. I will stop now.
It caused a lot of pain for some people. So we've actually tested this thing, and it's of course it's going to be more difficult to save a friend that's on the hook with a trap or 2 traps under the person. If you want to achieve this properly, be careful because you have to approach the trap slowly. And
No,
wait a little
but
bit.
you go into that, you're just going down
So
a
very easy to
road that
disarm
you
the
don't
trap
want to
if you're
go down
looking
if
at
you
it,
start
and
doing
you
that, because people are
stop
going to team up
walking
and they're
toward it.
going to go
There's
in these
different
survival,
mechanic around
and
the
even if
trap
it's half,
so that
that's all they're going to
anywhere
do is
else on the
spend
level,
their
you can
day
just,
in those
you know,
rooms and grind it
tap
up.
the mouse button to be able to sabotage the trap or to disarm it. So we have a little delay that you have to stop in front of the trap to be able to disarm it. So just be careful and you'll be able to do it.
Can we get a Paul survivor for Christmas?
don't want to get killed.
As much plushy,
Maybe.
plushy Paul.
Just a body pillow.
Buddy pillow Paul.
Yeah, okay, that could be. You're in charge of merch. You can make it happen.
Yes. It's
Right.
coming. It's coming.
All right. You're just rewarding and promoting camping by trappers.
Wait, what?
Huh? Are you
Is that a
just
question?
promoting
What?
and rewarding camping with the trapper changes?
No,
Dave.
no. So, like I
Dave.
said last week, I don't want to modify cool and fun mechanics that we have in the game just because they can be used for camping, because a lot of them can be used for camping. Now, we want to fix the camping another way, like I explained before. Before was that way, apparently. Also, the report function, you'll be able to report, people that are not playing properly, like doing camping. So I hope these things will change behavior, because seriously, killers, you don't have to kill someone. The game is super fun if you just leave them and they escape and they have fun and you have fun. So there.
There's a lot of also what happens if the obsession disconnects. Right now, there's just no more obsessions.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
not
can
liking.
assign
I
it
was
to
talking about that
someone.
last time I
The
mentioned
thing
it.
is for the purpose of game balancing, for the most part, disconnects are equivalent to a really quick kill, let's say. For most
Yeah, for the-
purposes.
for the
Like,
killer.
no, but even for the other survivors.
survivors
like
as
if,
well.
if your friend just died, you're like, shit, there's only 3 of us now. Whether he was the obsession or not.
Mhm.
For the game itself, it doesn't really change that much.
But with that-
the game mechanics.
Well,
And it's
but with
frustrating.
that
Yeah,
disconnect on
especially
the
if there's a
obsession,
group
that
disconnects
changes
and then
everything.
You're all alone in your map.
Yeah, that's
You'll
for sure.
probably lose these precious pips. That said, again, with the reporting tool, any people that disconnects and do it like by their choice.
Oh,
and
so
you
now you're
report
supposed to
them, they get
disconnect-
reported a lot, they're eventually gonna get banned.
They're gonna ban people for
The
having
one thing I
bad
wanted to
connection.
add
That's
is that
pretty
some
sad.
people
They don't
see
want to fix their
survivors
matchmaking, so they're
popping
gonna
into a
ban you
lobby,
for
whether
not
it's a
having a
survivor
decent
or a
connection,
killer,
rather than
and then
putting
you're
you in a
like,
lobby
that's
with
a
other
so
people with bad connections.
Much of a widespread of ranks and levels. You're like,
We don't want your
"This
kind
is
here.
bad
Go upgrade your
matchmaking."
internet.
But very often those cases, and we need to identify them better, probably by highlighting people that are in a survive with friends group in the tally screen, so you'll be able to spot that. But sometimes you'll see a rank 1 and a rank 12 and a rank 19 pop into your lobby, and you're like, this is garbage matchmaking. But these 3 are part of a survive with friends group, and therefore they had to come in together, and that we're not gonna break the group for that. So it means that you get sometimes widespread. It's not always the case.
I was
But,
gonna say,
but it
I'm
does
seeing a
happen
lot
quite
of
'cause people play with
forums
friends.
saying,
and
you
whatnot.
know, that they're getting
So,
stuck
keep
with
that in mind
these
next
rooms.
time when you're angry at us for reasons which might not be true. Yeah. Okay, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. I enjoy it really much. Thank
Great.
you, Laverne. That's very nice.
What about Shirley?
Matt, do you want to add different game modes other than the obsession?
Yes,
wouldn't
I
say
hope
the obsession is
so.
a different game mode.
Yeah, no.
It's a different game mechanic. It's a new thing. That
We were
put
talking
into
about
the game.
that last
And
night, me,
as
Gerg, and I,
this
where
sort of thing goes,
I don't
yes,
think
do
that
very much want to add more. And we
Michael should have
Yeah, when we
had
add
the
a
hook
mechanic of this
mechanic.
sort,
He
we
sh-
think,
it could have been so
about
much
the
more.
future, and we might we most probably will add other perks, add-ons, items, and whatnot that use the obsession mechanic. And we'll most probably have other mechanics of the sort.
You have a wonderful beard. I believe that's
One,
that's probably talking to you.
One of the things that I'd thrown out there for Michael's mechanic, instead of having hooks, he could have areas in there where he could like slam somebody's and pin them in there like against their arm or shoulder or something, so like a pole's hanging out of them and they're stuck there rather than putting them on a hook, so it kind of looks more brutal towards his style.
Yeah, it's in the list.
Yes, they would have had to have done more work and put that out.
All right,
But,
let's
I mean,
go
come on,
to
that would've been nasty.
Part 4 from the web, which means that I'm supposed to give Patricia a heads up to come see us. 'Cause
This
we have
is
some
pretty
issues.
cool. I like this section if you haven't
all right.
watched them.
Now,
From
let's
the
start.
web
The
is
first
where
thing
they
we
go
have.
through, and
Okay,
show
Paul,
user
you put
creation.
that in the folder. Do you know who that's from? Did you make a note of it
I do not.
to give props to people? But it is a cool art. One
Yeah,
art.
I like
piece.
that.
I like it. Okay, this, let me get my folder because I actually made a note of this.
Looking for the hatch.
Yeah. So, this is from a Chinese user whose name I cannot pronounce. I'm so sorry. But it is very cool, nonetheless. This was done by Franz. It's a cool icon for a perk. I'm not sure which. Do you know, Dave?
I don't know what the name of the perk is.
What does it do?
It breaks the hook.
It's like
Okay.
Karate Dwight is what that perk is.
All right. Okay, this is a picture from Spencer Johnston, who I met at
That's a
Twitch.
nice
Very
pumpkin.
fellow
I like
with a
that.
lovely wife, and they were saying they were excited and getting ready for.
I kind of wish though on the other side, instead of
coming
leaving
of
it plain,
the
he would have
shape.
just kind of
So,
did that shading where you just carve it out of the
This
skin.
here is from
So you don't
Halloween
carve through it, but
Terror,
you tear the
a
skin out, you can
user
kind of
who
see
is
through it better.
creating a creepy as hell
That
version
looks
of
sick.
the Trapper's Mask.
Wow.
Very well done. Hopefully we can see the final costume.
That dude is
and
rolling
your final
some
form,
talent.
essentially. This was a beautiful rendition of the balance
It's ending.
from Indigo Blaze. Thank you, Indigo Blaze. Crumheim is at it again.
The
Oh,
evil
we
with,
have a
within.
visitor.
Wait, we have a visitor.
Is someone hiding? No. Okay, we'll come back to that. So this is a Crumheim creation, the evil Witten brand of beverage, which is delightful. So you can bring it back to us. Hey, Dave changed into Patricia. Hi.
Hello.
So the reason we have Patricia here with us today is to show off her cool arm tattoo.
Oh.
No, come closer. Say help, please. Just wrangle her in front of the thing. You don't know
Just
how the
wrang-
camera works?
No.
Okay, wait.
Ooh. There we
That
go.
is that is commitment right there. So hopefully you stay on the team.
Yeah, we have some news.
Yeah. So
Well,
thank
see,
you
the
very
cool
much.
thing about that
Patricia
is even if the
one
game
of the
is down
top
and over,
survivors on the team. She's part of the QA.
Mm-hmm.
Mad props to her.
she was
for
part of the
spotting
team,
some
so I
bugs.
mean, yeah, that's all right. That's cool.
There you go. So that was Patricia. She has a tattoo. We like that. All right, Crumheim, super cool beverage.
The faces are a little blocky though on
Next
that,
one
but
is
that's
from
cool.
Kung Fu Panda, who did quite a lot of really cool Inktober stuff. But this one was my
What?
favorite. It's Meg dressing up as the Wraith for Halloween, which I thought was
Every
kind
day,
of
every day she had something. It was
That's a
really
good
nice.
drawing. I like that.
Mr. Riddick Cat.
That's
showed
nice.
us
Is
what
that a
the
painting?
absolute best place to hide. Better than the
I don't know if that's a
closets.
painting or if he took an
Light found
Adobe
better.
and then went
That's
through and
exceptional.
put some filters
good.
on it.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's hard to tell.
So there. Now we have here from Naira Fairfield, not your first submission. Something tells me that you're inspired. That's good. It's a cool drawing. I really like the Dwight shirt, by the way. I think it's a good choice. This is from Sebas the Trapper. He's probably
Dude, you're gonna have a hard time
Sebas.
after that first dude's mask. I
Oh,
mean,
thought
that's,
it was
you know,
Anyway,
alright and all, but
posted
no.
this and, yeah,
What?
so
Wait, no,
we
go
just
back
saw
to that.
this,
That Wraith
the
was
final
sick.
form.
Show me that again.
A really cool inspiration. I hope there's gonna be a bunch of trappers.
I
out
mean,
there
that's
on
okay. That's a cool
Sounds
little
cool.
trapper mask one, but the other one
Then
was
we
better.
have Smooth
There we go. Look at
Madness.
that.
Again, not her
What?
first rodeo, but this is a really, really cool take on the hillbilly. I think she called it her rehearsal makeup for Halloween.
I couldn't tell if that was
it's gonna
it.
freak people out.
Is that the Hillbilly? I
It's
thought
gonna
it was
be,
Sean
it's
going
gonna
for the
be-
Wraith, but
Yeah,
Sheesh.
well done.
That is
The last one
rad.
was from Solo Stare, and that was a
Oh,
really,
that's the
really
new
cool
Dwight.
magazine cover. Yeah, so really, what else can we say?
Yeah, nothing. Stream's over.
Tips from the Wraith. 7 tips on getting slimmer legs in only 5 days.
Actually, this is a very expensive piece of machinery. I don't think they'd look. They'd look at me with smiles if I was to drop that mic. So thank you. That was an amazing week of.
Yeah, I
Around
do
the
like
Web
the
offering.
around the web stuff.
Yeah. Will it be possible to get the Uber Prestige after the patch?
Nope.
No. That's kind of the point.
Right?
So, you should, if that's the kind of thing that that motivates you, if that's the kind of thing that you can
That floats your boat.
behind, you should start pedaling now, because that Uber Prestige is going to be awarded one time and then never again. What are your plans for the survivor population? Is very low compared to killers. So, first of all, it is not. It is lower than it usually is.
Right.
It was, at least yesterday when we released Michael Myers. For very obvious reasons. Manybody wanted to play Michael Myers. It's pretty much stabilized now. And anyway, it meant that, yes, there was a little more waiting time for killers, but it was pretty reasonable.
The population of killer and survivor has been stable since release, actually. Even though there's a lot of comments of people that are sure that there's no killer, there's no survivor, and that's because some lobby are long to fill, but it could be depending on your region or at that specific moment there's nobody close, or I mean, so many things that can happen. But usually it's not ideal right now. We could use more survivors in most of the regions, but it's a pretty decent balance at the moment.
Yeah. How do you get Uber Prestige? By prestiging now before we change the progression drastically. And it's
now I know they're coming out
P1,
with on
P2,
PS4.
and
I'm
P3
wondering.
and per character.
I'm wondering if the PS4 and the PC will be
Have you thought about
cross
tweaking the terror
compatible.
radius of the
The
other
Uber
killers?
Prestige is for those of us that have gone through the grind before, because they're going to change it to make it faster for everybody that's crying, saying it's a grind. But those of us that have prestiged our characters, you know, 1, 2, or 3 times, we're going to get some sort of reward and get like an Uber Prestige for doing it before they lowered it down.
He's coming. But no, we don't want to do this for all of the killers. Like the raid doesn't have a terror radius when he's cloaked, and that's why we made him that way.
Yeah,
Because
right.
It's freaky. But the others should stay into that normal.
Exactly. Michael Myers has his own thing. Everybody shouldn't be like that.
Raid buffs?
Yeah, we didn't. It wasn't on the list, right?
It was in the list and we didn't talk about it. I got excited about the web stuff.
Well, yeah, that's something you might have noticed or not. It's part of the latest patch. The raid has seen some buff, as in.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it last time.
Crows won't fly off.
Mm-hmm.
When you're cloaked, you're actually more invisible than you were,
Right.
and you don't make as much of a growling noise as you would normally.
Right.
So you're even stealthier.
They just
Which is good.
they tuned up his cloak.
So, will people stop saying, please buff the raid?
Probably not.
Okay.
You're right.
I was just
They
wondering.
will never say it.
Can you make the raid start cloaked?
See what I tell you.
Immediate. Yeah. Estimated time we have to get Uber Prestige.
Well, if you don't have them all now, you probably won't have them all. Like it's just way too much time. I mean, there's probably not enough time.
Yeah.
If you play 24 hours a day to that patch, I don't know, maybe.
Mhm. So in other words, the patch is
sort of
coming very
oatmeal
soon.
Bars with some sort of an apple butter in there. Delicious. So everybody's talking about the Uber Prestige now.
Yeah, it's a costume to reward our diehard fan that did the grind before it became easy, basically.
I Prestige before it was cool. That's a T-shirt. That's it.
That's not.
Are you considering adding animals? You talked about adding animals.
I don't know yet,
Bo.
Bo. I haven't seen anybody with a Prestige Mikey yet.
Yeah, maybe when we get the chance to put more animals. Animals are complicated to integrate. Birds are pretty core to our game, and we wanted to do that animal. But every time we add a living thing that needs to be animated, it can be quite the endeavor. So we need to be careful about that.
Yeah, I'm not
How does
sure
the
why they
Shrine
want
of
all these
Secret work
animals.
With Prestige, do you still lose the perk?
Wait, what? What does that mean?
The Prestige?
Yeah, prestige in the shrine. There's no link.
No.
I don't
I'm just
understand.
reading the questions.
Okay.
I just work here. Can you add traditional Chinese? We actually talked about that this week. Adding more languages, whether it's traditional Chinese or Portuguese or a few other languages.
they just added
there
Thai.
Are other languages out there. We talked about this. We just added Thai, and others will.
I
most
just said that,
likely come.
Mateo. Why are you copying me?
It's a matter of making sure that we target the regions that have enough players that it's worth, because it's still very much of an investment, and it means that every time we come up with a new patch, every time we put in a new word in the game, we have to get it translated in more languages. So it's yeah, we want to make sure to balance the cost with that. But yeah, it might very well happen. I heard there are many people out there who speak traditional Chinese. I'm not an expert. Are you hiring? Yes, actually, we always are, pretty much. So the company as a whole, a quick history lesson here in behavior. There's about 350 people working here in Montreal, about 50 working in Santiago, Chile. Chile. And just channeling Sebastian Varas when I said that. And so out of these, there's about 40 some people working on Dead by Daylight, but it still means that the company is about 400 people, and we are constantly hiring talented and enthusiastic individuals. So feel free to check the website, behavior, hiring. You can click links, and yes, we hire people from outside of the country also if they are particularly good and seem like they are worth the extra effort. So yes, and it is a great place to work.
Yes, it is.
Agreed.
You're happy here.
Agreed. Yes.
We are contractually obligated to say that we are happy here.
I'm actually chained to this desk.
Yeah, when we finish the stream, they just turn off the light and leave, and then we wait. Yeah. Does Meg have a boyfriend?
What kind of question is that? Yeah. Who cares? What does that matter?
I think they broke up. Was it a girlfriend? I don't know.
Yeah.
So much is left unsaid.
Thank you. So much is left unmattered.
Yeah, are you looking into the basement drop mechanics to infinitely down survivors from the stair drop? That is a very annoying little bit.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we're looking into ways to fix that.
If you don't know what that is, there's a new thing that killers do where they hold the survivor until they
inventive.
over by the sex dungeon,
ways to use the game
and then they wait till they wiggle free and let them drop down the stairs, and it takes them enough time to get up the top of the stairs that the killer takes to recover, and so they go through and just hit them, pick them up, and stand them there while they wiggle free and do that until the player
If
quits.
you're not actually cheating from outside, if you're just being a dick,
Yeah, exactly. That's where
it's the same way. Like in normal life, you walk down the street and you cannot arrest someone for being a dick most of the time. It might be satisfying.
So
that's where
why
it breaks
we
down to
are
it. I mean,
working towards having this report tool. So
if a
that
killer's an ass, a
with
killer's
it
an ass. They can do
also
as long as they're
for
not
us to
really
be able to ban
cheating.
people
That's one thing.
Other than permanently forever, like
But
what
it
we are
sucks.
now. Because I mean, being a dick once in a while, and we don't want that. But you know, it's a bannable thing, but not forever. So there.
Someone says 72 hours is Meg's boyfriend.
Oh.
That's a big claim. I don't know. I met him, and he is charming. I will give you that. So it's possible.
72 hours, stupid.
Are you gonna add another exit to the dungeon? No, never. That's not.
They ask
never
that
is a
every
big word.
freaking
But
stream.
no, the whole thing with the basement is that it is so
And that's what they say every
dangerous
stream.
and scary. If there were more exits, it wouldn't be as scary. I think. Will you be able to buy shards with real money?
Nope.
No, that's the whole idea of the shards. So the idea of the shards actually came from us having a discussion about how do we make sure that in the end, anybody who has the game can enjoy all the content at some point in some form, even the paying content.
I like the way they did this. That was kind of cool.
The things that have an impact on gameplay. So, like, for instance, 80s Suitcase, we weren't too worried about that. We're like, you know what? Those are cosmetic things. It's okay if not everybody can have it. But something like Michael Myers or Laurie, we wanted to make sure that these perks, these abilities, would be possible to be played by anybody. We're not saying it's easy. We're not saying it's going to happen all the time. Obviously, it would make absolutely no sense to buy the DLC if you can just get those get to play Michael every other game.
The easiest way to play what you want is always going to be with buying the DLC and playing the character. That is for sure. But at least we want to reward players that are dedicated to the game and play religiously.
Stratford cash.
The ability to get these things.
There you go. Are shards reset each week, or can we save them up?
No, you can save them up to 1,000.
There you go. Is Ash being held hostage? No.
Ash is the other guy that's normally with them, but
are
he
you
hasn't
gonna
been on the
remake
last couple streams.
Whisper's, perk not triggered on hooked or dead or carried survivors.
The shards are something that you earn
Yes,
on
it should
top
be.
of blood points in the game, and you can buy perks that you don't have through a new system. There's a shrine there that you can open up
500
and buy.
shards for a teachable. I don't care about that. No, I mean I care, but we answered that earlier.
Yeah.
Can we have a double weekend, a double point weekend? Yeah, we'd
Never
love to
heard
do
of
that.
this one. Never heard this one.
No, but
The
I'd
first
like to
time.
do that.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'd like to do that. Will the game ever come to console? It's very, very likely.
They already said it's coming to PS4.
It's very likely. I think that's the extent of what I can say about this year. Very likely.
He said last stream it
Could
was
you
coming to
move this barrel
PS4.
somewhere else? The hook is completely unusable for a killer. Done. There's a hook with a barrel right.
Oh,
next to
it has
yeah.
been fixed?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
it's in the patch notes that I was looking at earlier.
Perfect.
Yeah. What else? Trading or crafting system in this patch. I was hoping for a crafting or trading system in this patch.
No.
Crafting
No.
system, what?
But also, to be fair, this would be a rather significant system to
Oh,
put
yeah,
in. It's
it's a
not a
big one.
simple thing, and it wouldn't be just a small little patch on a Thursday afternoon like
No.
this. It would be
Right.
a major change. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I'm saying this would not be as casually put in as that. Yeah. How are your guys' day so far? How's your day so far, Paul?
see.
It's been long, really long.
It's almost 3 p.m. Did you wake up at like 4 a.m.?
You're right, your
Did you
day's almost
work out
over.
or something?
I did yesterday.
Oh, but
Yeah.
not today.
Yesterday.
Today you just
Still
hurt.
feeling it. I'm hurting all over.
See, that's my secret. I don't do that.
Okay.
You do.
Yeah.
You wake up
So-
way too. You wake up when most people go to bed. Really.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's why you're so pumped.
And tired.
Yeah. It's true. But you're full of energy, of pep. You've got pizzazz.
Mhm.
I think.
G-Juice.
G-Juice. Ah, that's the secret. We really need a sponsor. Seriously, we keep doing that and making their name
Come on,
famous.
G-Juice.
We made their name a household name.
Yeah.
We have got what to prove.
G-Juice Killer.
We could do that.
Cross promotion.
Yeah. Like he's super fast for like a minute. And then he's gotta get some more G-Juice. He gotta go back in the basement. He's got a big jar of juice there. And just...
Yeah, drinks it and runs back out.
I love it.
All right. What motivates you guys to improve Dead by Daylight? Huh.
What now?
Nothing.
What motivates you to improve Dead by Daylight?
Oh, well, we love the game.
Yeah,
It's our little baby.
yeah. We do play it, and we love watching people play it.
Yeah. So of course we want to make it better.
Yeah.
That's super motivating.
We also want to be loved. That's not gonna happen.
What the fuck?
Is Blue Shirt a cross-dresser by any chance?
His blue shirt.
I think they mean you.
Yeah. No. Would you like me to be?
Hey, it's Halloween. Hey, we're talking about a Supergirl outfit.
Earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
We
for
could
me,
try.
but
I see you more as a Wonder Woman personally, but you know. Now I've got this image in my head.
That's-
I hope tomorrow night we have a party for the behavior employees.
Yeah.
At next door.
Yeah.
Costume party. There might be some dancing.
there
I'll
we
be dancing. Like this.
go. Okay.
That's what I do. I've got this move. I've got another move.
We'll
but
call
I
that the
think
Mateo Shuffle.
but there's gonna be costumes, and we will show pictures, and it'll be amazing. Yeah. Will there be audio or visual notifications for the NOED?
If what I
No,
was
Ed.
reading something.
They were
No,
talking
what
about a
it?
possibility
Should
of
there
this.
be a visual or audio cue to the survivors to tell
Yes.
you that he has?
Yes, that's something that we are actually.
Oh,
looking
yeah,
to
that
put
thing we
in
talked
That
ab-
thing.
yeah,
It's gonna
with
be
Phil.
fun.
When is that coming?
It's not exactly that one,
Okay,
but it's something is
because
coming,
that one
yes.
would have been cool.
Just like we did for Myers Tier 3, the visual feedback of him and the music and everything that you know, and you have to be careful, and then when it goes away. So we want to create the same kind of thing for No One Escaped Death.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's what happens is we create something like this, and then for Michael, we had to find ways to make sure that people knew and inform, and then we did some things, and we're like, oh, this is so cool. We need to broaden it, and those are systems that we can now use somewhere else. So that's really cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who played Michael Myers at TwitchCon? Nobody.
it was him.
It was a Comic-Con, first of all. That was a trick question. So yeah.
So
yeah, you
we'll-
were about to say something?
Yeah, we will still be able to get the bloody costume once the new
Absolutely.
progression. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. No one escapes death. Yeah.
No one escapes debt. You're right about that.
What else?
Can you give more info on Ultra Prestige? I feel like we've talked about that
Yeah,
half
you-
of the stream.
You can watch the video afterwards if you want more. info.
Yeah, watch it on the slow motion to really let the information sink
Well,
in.
actually, I might. I started.
It's no
doing
joke.
posts on
These
Reddit,
people ask the
like,
same
like
questions
design
over and
posts.
over. It's
We
like,
do
hey, I just
something
popped
on
into the
Steam
last
as
10
well.
minute screens. Let me ask
So
what
just
everybody's
choose the platform
asked all
you
over.
want, and you can actually ask your question, and I will receive them, and I can answer you.
What if the G juice is orange and soda spills on Claudette?
Ha! You got that again.
Yeah. Can you release the Steam background image so we can use it as a desktop wallpaper? I love that picture. Oh, the stream background, not the Steam background. That stream background. Isn't that already
Yeah,
everywhere?
it's
Yeah, I was
Go
going to say,
check
I have
on the
that
official
on one of
website.
my
There's a media kit that you can
graphics
get
folders
there.
so that
think
I
it's called
can
full of
Press Kit.
images.
Yeah.
It's
design
full
on
of
it.
images and videos and information about stuff, but mostly images that you will find and be happy with, I believe.
I actually
yeah.
cropped out that white death
Since the new
by
update,
daylight
disconnected
emblem
while
back there, and
loading
that's what I
screen
use on
to
some of my
start
stuff.
Michael Myers. Is it a common
sorry,
bug or just me?
this is a bug. I can't answer. It could be common. The best thing you could do is to go on one of the community platform and ask if anybody else has the same problem, and I mean we'll get to it eventually.
How many more killers are you guys looking at adding to the game? 12?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to put a number? They're going
Let's
to
not
add
say
as many as
numbers.
long
I
as
would
there's an
say
interest.
Whatever
27?
the game needs.
More killers.
Right.
Yeah, whatever the game needs.
It will keep shoving them in. There you go. What else we got? Oh, that was the Q&A section.
Well, I mean, there's
We're-
7
we're-
minutes left.
They
Let's
only
take
have,
the
yeah, I was
questions
going to
at
say,
that
they only
time.
have a few minutes
Why,
left.
why do you don't have the same time as I do?
Oh, really?
Are you in a different time zone?
What gives us the most time? I have more time.
Okay, let's
Let's
use
use
your
mine.
time.
It should
Can
be
you-
5 minutes left,
Can
but
you have a
yeah.
notification when the game is ready when you're alt tabbing? So,
Super low priority. These
Yeah,
kind of
that's-
things are gonna be like.
would you rather that
You're
or
right,
maybe
Beaumont, you're
fix
right.
Some bugs with the game with
Yeah, that's
someone
it.
crashing when they're trying to load.
Followed by the
yeah.
most
I
common
appreciate the
answer,
comment.
fall.
I understand that it's not perfect all the time, depending on how you use the game, but we can't do them all.
Can you show us what's behind the green screen? No,
There is absolutely nothing.
it's a void.
Yeah.
It's literally, if you look at it, it sucks at
Yeah.
your eyes. But we have to go through it to get back to our desks. So it's very upsetting. Can you make the cloaked rate volt quickly, please?
See what I told you about buffing the rate again?
I like Paul. He seems like a nice guy.
Sometime.
Mécanique de jeu pour que ce soit plus facile pour les suivants de se cacher à la place de s'enfuir, comme par exemple se coucher sur le sol et pas juste s'accroupir. Merci, gang, faites une belle job.
So the question was about better hiding for the survivor or new mechanics for the survivor.
Like
To hide,
crawling
like,
or go
crawling,
prone.
Yeah, or hiding in other spaces than the closet and things like that.
Damn, his French
We
is
did
fucking
talk,
wicked.
On the design side for map implementation, we did talk about new ways for the survivor to interact with the world and for the killer as well. I think it's something that we all want. Going prone as a new ability, though, probably not at the moment anyway. There you go.
All right. New maps in the pipe? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, new maps. And we will release them at some point. So, who played Michael Myers at Comic-Con?
Oh my god. What does it matter?
Another one.
Okay, what are your plans for survivor point generation compared to killer survivors don't get enough points?
Oh, that's a great question. So you have good question this week.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm proud of you. So I actually had a discussion with Stefan, our game designer, this morning, and he had some great ideas on how to fix that. One of them, we talked about it earlier when the killer disconnect, but we also want to add more reward more things that happen in the game, such as staying stealth or unseen by the killer when he's nearby and things like that. So we're looking into identifying these events properly so that they can't be abused, and being able to award more points for staying in the map and playing stealthily.
When is Meg or Claudette getting long hair?
That's a great question.
Long hair is the bane of video games, I think, as a whole. They're so ridiculously expensive to do in terms of performance, but also just in terms of what is needed behind that to make them look even half decent.
All those polys.
It's the polygon, it's the animation that goes behind it, it's all the edge cases where physics get involved, and just because I like naming other games, but Tomb Raider, the last one, they had the ponytail. It's not even like flowing hair, it's one ponytail, and there was you have an option in the game to disable ponytail because it's so demanding. They had a team working on that ponytail. So
Smoke is the same way.
Probably not gonna happen soon.
No.
That fog that they already have is already
that a
tough
shot?
enough to roll through.
No, you said
Okay.
not soon.
Okay. Any buffs coming soon?
To the rate.
Voice actors? Yes.
Yeah, someone keeps asking this question, wants to talk to one of the voice actor. Would be cool. Know that our voice actors are employees. They do other things on
They've said this
other
every
different
stream.
projects or on our project. So yeah,
They've
that's
even
something
said
that's
that they've had a
did
few
it.
of the voice
Yeah.
actors on stream before.
Will the entity ever take the form of a killer?
Who knows?
That's an interesting idea.
Mm.
We've talked about it.
There's a
little bit.
good question. That's
The
a new
entity
question.
It's not that simple.
Yeah.
If it was just, I can't say that. Can the killers already set so we don't know who the killer is? Huh?
What?
I don't know what that means.
I
But
know
we
that-
did change the hooks. That's something that changed also in
Yeah.
the patch that people have
Yeah,
noticed.
you don't know who the
Absolutely.
killer is
So
when you
now
start anymore.
the
They
hooks
they
are
fixed
linked to
that.
the maps and not the killers. It was in part done because we wanted to make sure you didn't. We stretched it as long as possible before you were sure which killer was in the map with you. By adding Michael Myers, we thought it was important because you've noticed probably you have to play very differently against that killer as opposed to the other ones. So not knowing who you're facing was really important, and so we changed that. I think it's a good change, personally.
Yeah.
When is the game released on console? That's not information that we are sharing right now, if at any time. I'm confirming or denying all of that. I love your game.
Great.
That's not a question. That's fine. Comments, suggestions, and amusing anecdotes are also welcome. How come part of Haddonfield's hooks are from the farm? What?
What? Never saw that. But that's interesting.
Yeah. Are you happy with the DLC sales? Yes. We take more.
Buy
Right?
2 if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Give one
shit.
to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't play, but it doesn't matter. She can appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Any new killers coming? Yes, many. Can you get vaulting back?
To what it was? No.
No.
No, and not now.
No. Can you instead 4 perks make it 5 perks to use?
No.
What?
The game is 4 perks.
Right.
That's
Do
it.
it with 4.
It's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Way
lot.
too much already. We'll do no perks. That's what we'll do.
That
That'll
hardcore.
teach you. Okay, so I think we need to wrap up right now.
Yeah, it's
We
done.
get to repeat news and announcements. So, news and announcements. Hellos. No, I always repeat that. I shouldn't. Onslaught came by. Hi, Onslaught. I saw you in there passing by. Thanks. That was very nice. A lot of people ate a lot of chocolate and were very happy about it.
Yeah.
So, well done. Enjoy sharing the codes and things with people. Fan Choice Award on the Canadian video game. So, yeah, check the link afterwards or just Google it. It's not that hard. Find the Canadian Video Game Awards. We've been nominated for 4 things, I believe. Best PC game, Game of the Year, Best Original Soundtrack, and Best New
killer.
Character.
Yeah.
The new character.
Yeah.
For the Trapper.
So if we win one, should we do a
We'll do a
customization thing?
Ooh.
Maybe? Huh? That would
Oh
be
my
nice.
god.
Yeah, maybe. If
No,
we
if you win
we'll
one,
do a
fix your
thing.
game.
I'm
Do
not
a
going
thing
to
in the
commit to
game.
more than that, but there will be a thing. Then we have the Halloween DLC. Yeah, that's news.
Yeah, so it's out if you don't have
If you
it.
don't know,
just
we
go
just
get it.
came out with a new DLC for Halloween, and it's pretty good.
Did they do
It's
that?
got a new map, a new killer, and a new survivor.
Who's the killer?
And then treats for free. So can you put the image up again, just to show people what they're getting for free? Because we love them, all of them. So you're gonna get some glowy eyes for those 3 delightful people.
And they're really fun in the lobby. You can just activate or deactivate them, and it's just like a light switch. It's super fun. I like doing that. Eyes on, eyes off.
Try
Eyes
it.
on. It's fun.
Try it as soon as we patch the game. Which did I get text? On va patcher après le Twitch. C'est validé. So I have confirmation right now. As soon as we go back to our desks, you're getting those eyes as when you get the update.
And all the fixes.
Oh.
Yeah, all the fixes that we talked about today. So
So
they're
we'll
all
go
gonna be
ahead
part of
and
that,
update
and then
that.
You get many new things, and you enjoy playing the game for more hours. Oh yeah, that's another comment I want to make. People who have 1,000 hours or like 500 and more hours of game time and then give a negative review. I really don't get that. Like, did you enjoy it enough? Like, did you suffer in pain and misery?
Yeah, maybe, but then, I mean...
You had to enjoy the pain, or else you
Yeah,
wouldn't have
it
done
doesn't
that.
cost a lot to enjoy all this pain.
Anyway,
I mean,
I don't get it. So I just thought I'd say that. Other news? No. Announcements? No. Words of wisdom. Okay, the words of wisdom today are a very inspired character that actually is, I named my cat after him, from Federal Bureau of Investigation Special Agent Dale Cooper, who said, every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it. Don't wait for it. Just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good hot black coffee. So that. I think this is very good advice.
Okay.
thank you for that. Yeah.
Some of his ones
don't
are
forget
good,
to
some of them
follow.
are bad. So.
So you know when we go back online live?
Yeah, so on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace,
Well, Twitch, obviously.
Twitch, Steam. That's it, really. Okay, and then goodbye.
Oh my god. Well, I highly doubt it, but let's flip over and check a look. So that is their weekly hour-long stream. And let's go over here to games. And I gotta keep. I haven't played that in forever. That was one of those stupid fun games. So when they do go live, that one will go start downloading. Well, like I said, that's their weekly stream. You see over here the chat and everything that they were talking to. It's kind of hard to get in questions over there, as you saw. I mean, there's probably well, at this point it's 2,337, but the number I'm sure has dropped because people have left and the chat's over. But what you'll notice is that it's hard to get a word in edgewise here, and it's hard to get them to talk. So I've given up. I mean, it's hit and miss. I'd rather talk to them on Twitter, much easier. But to recap, yeah, that was some interesting stuff. I do like the eyes. I think the eyes were kind of cool, but I still stand behind my stance. These guys need to fix the bugs and stop worrying about aesthetics. Let's get the actual bugs, the mechanics, all that stuff ironed out. Once you get that stuff ironed out, then we'll go back in aesthetics and do there. You know, it's not like I'm trying to grief them. I'm not trying to say you guys are shit. They make a decent game. It's a very pretty nice game to look at. The only reason I say decent and not awesome is because of all the bugs that dealt with, the matchmaking, the falling through the maps, the infinite loops. Just yesterday, I had a survivor go back and forth through a window 8 times, the same window, just back and forth, and the entity doesn't close it. At what point do you say enough is enough? So, I don't know. Like I said, I still stand behind behavior. They're a great company, but I just think that they need to allocate a few people into different locations and do things a little differently than they're doing currently. But I mean, that's my opinion. Anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and call this to an end. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll create another event, and when I come back, hopefully the update will be there, and I'll come back with some nice, bright, shiny eyes, and we'll try to break some ankles and play some Michael and kill some folks. So. In the meantime, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And behalf of the We Are Inside Geek family, Beaumont X, SenbeiPlaysGaming, and TheGergGaming, this is TH3X Gaming. I am the Avenger. Y'all stay safe.